But it was like, when you have a kid, it just focuses you.
Yeah.
Like, my kids is my focus. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, my kids is my focus. Like, everything is for them. Everything is for the legacy. I want to be the oil painting 100 years from now. And they look at it and be like, he set it off.
For the generations
For the generation
after.
of families.
Foundation of the tree.
The whole thing is like, we always have our kids start at 0 or -0 because they paying for your funeral.
Yeah.
So they almost at -0. If we could start, and that's the problem, is everybody else start their kids with, here's the trust fund, here's the this, here's the that.
Yeah.
Of course you gonna rock.
they
We
almost-
start our kids at less than 0.
They almost gain off of your death. Like,
You understand what I'm saying?
yeah,
Do you think artists should use that same approach?
Yeah. I think nobody teaches them. That's why I'm so big into education now. Like, if I haven't said it yet, now I'm the director over at the Rock Nation School, right? So we have a Rock Nation School that's tied in with Long Island University. So I'm what we call, it's a long thing, but it's called MTEP, right? It's Music, Technology, Entrepreneurship, and Production.
right.
So it's a real, like, you're gonna go to Long Island University. It's right across the street from Junior's in Brooklyn, right? And you get this degree, but nobody teaches them that. And I was lucky enough to have a Mark Pitts, to have a Wayne Barrows, to have a Chucky Thompson, to have a D-Dot, to have, you know what I'm saying? And then ultimately to get the Hov. But it was like people was teaching me this.
Right.
Everybody don't have people teaching them how to do that. Or
They're
even
not
like
fully being developed.
life insurance. If you watch other people, and this is not about other races or whatever, they'll start the kid life insurance at 17. And the whole thing is like, you build that life insurance all the way until
a
you die.
savings.
And even if the whole thing is you can't fault on it, you
Yeah,
gotta
but
do
you
it
can
every
draw
month.
money out of it
They
and
will go.
everything.
They will go
Yeah.
and say the community will pay for your life insurance, because when at the end of the day you die, your kids get $2 million
Yeah.
if you
Right.
started at 17.
Well,
That's true.
Real
and you
shit.
can borrow money from it and everything. We don't
Yeah.
even know that.
Everything.
You can borrow money from your whole life
in like
insurance.
30, 60 days or something like that.
Well, you can borrow
You're
money from
able
it.
to
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
pull
if it's
from
Because
worth
it's a real
something,
thing.
you can pull
Insurance
from
plan,
it
it's
if
a
you
real
ever
thing.
need money.
But thankfully, you were smart enough to listen to all these people around you.
You had the knowledge.
Let me say this. I've always read since I was a kid. These things to me were like smaller things compared to the bigger things that were on my mind.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying? If somebody come and be like, yo, this person jerked you in the music business, and it was like, oh, okay, you didn't know. I knew.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But it's still small compared to like, what is the thing that will bring all black people together?
Right. Right.
These are the questions that are on my mind. I'm building with the gods. I'm building with this one. I'm building with that one. This is a small problem.
So how much does it frustrate you with this mentality, dealing with artists who won't do the bare minimum, as in read the go-to or read this thing or look at
All I
this
can
piece
do
of
is show you.
information?
All I can do is show
That's
you.
it.
Okay, again, let me give you. We fast forwarding, but it's like now with my young boy Ruben Vincent. Me and Knife have a company together called Jamila, right? So we like, all right, let's do it right. Let's put out Rhapsody. Let's make sure she get everything she need. Let's make sure nobody jerk her. We sitting there protecting her. I can't express to you how happy I am when I go to North Carolina and I walk in her house and I'm looking around. I'm like, yup. Yup. Perfect. You know what I'm saying? Let's do it with Ruben. Every time a problem come up, I bring it to him. This is my opinion, but it's your choice.
Right.
Here's the things, da-da-da-da. So every time somebody say, hey, yeah, we're gonna give you the, bruh, that's recoupable.
But if you want to take the money,
Yeah,
go on
it's
and
on,
take
it's
it.
on to you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Where everybody else would be like, yo, you about to sign the Rock Nation, you about to do, I said, you know what we're gonna do? First of all, I'm trying to fill in all the holes that everybody say ain't there. There's no artist development no more. Ruben, come to LA with me for however long.
Right.
Live with me while we make this album.
Right.
When we get this contract, we not popping no champagne. We're gonna sit down here and read this entire thing. And any word that you don't understand, we have Google.
We're gonna look it up. Right.
It's not that difficult.
It really ain't.
So when this says perpetuity, that means forever.
Oh, we know what that word means. That's the keyword in the music business. Perpetuity. Believe that.
Today's word.
That's the bruh.
Not no 500 years.
Perpetuity in there.
But I like doing. Why? Again, maybe it's part of it's from my father, because my father would look at the tax forms, and they'd be like, "This is too complex." My dad would be like, "Start. What's number 1? Your name. Put your name. What's number 2? Your address. Put your address. What's it? Break it down like that." That's how he filled out. My father loved tax and tax forms, and to other people, it's like, "Yo, this is too much," and he would revel in it, and he'd be like, "Nope, hold on, that ain't," you know what I'm saying? That changed last year.
Right.
I love that.
Right.
Give me the paperwork. I'm gonna read the whole thing.
But you gotta get an artist who's willing to sit down with you and do
Oh,
this.
absolutely, because they want the glitz and the glamour, and I'm like, yo, the glitz and the glamour will come, but
But it's on the other side of this work that you need.
but
this
takes
is where
some
you get the
time.
money at.
It
Right.
takes some time too, right?
Yeah,
Like you might want them to learn fast.
I hate how they talk about artists. I
But-
hate
No,
that
I just
shit,
want him to
bro.
learn, period.
No, but you gotta give it time.
Like
But you gotta give it time. They gotta master
Hold
their
on.
craft first.
I hate the way these
If you've been
niggas
through
talk
it,
about
if you've been through it
bro.
before, don't
hate
play
that shit.
holier than now. When I first got the money,
you.
I was messing it up.
Exactly.
No, mean it wasn't that bad, but I'm walking through the mall with beans and bleak, and I got it, so I'm gonna buy a $5,000, you know what I'm saying? What was popping back then? The Tech Marines.
Yeah.
I'm gonna buy one of those. I didn't need it. Hold on. I'm going downtown Newark at least 3 times a week, buying a $300 jersey, and then it's over.
Yeah, you went one
Can't even
time.
sell 'em. Right.
It's over.
You see what I'm saying?
What
Twice,
you're
nigga.
hearing from me is not a judgment.
Yeah.
What you're hearing from me is an observation. You dig what I mean? I've seen situations get messed up worse than just financial.
Right.
I've seen dudes go to jail.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Because they couldn't.
Okay.
You dig what I'm saying? Like, I'm not even
Absolutely.
talking about blowing some money on something
Oh,
you
yeah.
didn't
Okay.
need.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
human.
Yeah.
I do that. I'm not mad at no one who. I'm talking about information readily available.
Yes.
That for whatever reason, whether it be arrogance, entitlement, obnoxiousness, you refuse to take in.
I hate,
not
can
the
I just
second
say
one.
this? I hate both of y'all.
Can I say
I
this?
hate both of y'all.
You don't
Listen, I hate both of y'all.
Mentor,
'Cause I don't get no
I'm gonna be
advice
honest.
or information
I
from
don't.
neither one of y'all.
If I'm
This shit
managing,
is crazy.
Listen, if I'm
This shit
managing
is
math,
crazy,
right?
bro.
I don't want math thinking about the business
Bro.
right away. I want Mav honing his craft, which is what he wants to do.
Yeah, but
and
it's
then
still,
learn the business along the way.
It's a bunch of ways you could do it, and this is the breakdown again for the audience, right? If he's managing math, right, all the paperwork, he reads the paperwork. What's to say he can't give math the bullet points in 10 seconds? Hold on.
No, I'm listening.
Here's the
Go
other
ahead, go
part.
ahead.
Here's the other part. Let's say,
Cool.
Let's say, hold on.
Stop. These guys do not have music. I come in here, play my music, they be like,
I'm just telling you the business part of it.
Keep going.
That
Now,
shit crazy. I'm
Here's
just
the
waiting
other
for
part,
the
and
day.
This is
you know what I
important.
mean?
This is
I love
important
it.
again.
I would love it.
Let's
you know
say
what I
there's a big manager, right, that has all the information, but Math don't trust that big manager. He trusts him. What's supposed to happen is he brings him along. You see what I'm saying? So now the big manager, and this is another thing, like the big manager probably got 20 people that he's managing, but you don't trust him. So bring him along. Now ESSO is on the emails, and he's learning, and he's seeing whoever, that's your homeboy. This is the difference between a road manager and a manager. You may trust and love the road manager, right? Now the road manager is learning as he's on these emails and learning
he
all of
should.
that.
Maverick
right?
and LeBron.
Boom.
as he should.
Cool. Perfect example. Now, when he gets to that point, now he can break everything down to him, and he knows and can trust him. That's the point I'm saying. Say you don't know. That's the greatest thing. I'm a scientist. The greatest thing for us is to say, I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah.
You know why? Because I'm going to figure it out.
If,
Or I'm gonna find somebody that do know.
if only, and here's my only pushback to that whole thing, because I agree with the entire ride. What ends up happening is a kid will look me in the face and tell me, you don't know what you're talking about.
You know
Right.
why?
I get it.
Hold on,
We're talking about me, though. We're
not
talking
talking about you.
about
I'm
me.
not
You
talking
were
about
just
you.
using me as an example.
Yeah, but
Look,
okay,
I get it.
let's stop. Right on that note.
Let's just stop. Let's
Right
just
on
stop.
that
This
note.
is gonna get crazy.
Math will look at.
Yeah.
And let's use math as an example. So because of and when again, the reason why this doesn't play all the way out is because Math is a grown man. I'm talking about
We're not using Math. We're just using them as an example.
Right.
I'm talking about younger artists who, and here's part of the issue. An artist that you've worked with has helped, and no disrespect, but the mentality that he's put out there has helped to poison the well in such a way that it makes it super difficult.
Why
to
do you
deal
say
with
that? We're gonna go back to that. I thought Bigga was gonna say that, and I was gonna have to. Bigga was gonna have a conversation. So we'll have that conversation. No, Matt. Don't take it away from that. Don't take it away from that. But make your point, and then we'll go back to the poison in the well.
Okay. When I have an artist who believes that outside of the ESSO philosophy, in other words, you go be the artist. I'm gonna handle the business, I'm gonna give you the bullet points, and we'll meet in the middle. You have an artist who'll look you in the face and say, nah, because I should be able to do all of the above.
That's just not real.
I can, no shit. No shit.
But you know,
No shit. Hold on.
Let
No
him get it off.
shit. No shit.
We spoke
is
about
not
this
real.
already.
We tons of times.
We spoke about this with Red Alert when he was talking about all the players showing love to Bill Russell. It's because of his resume. What I wanted to talk about with Guru, how easy is it when they see the Rockefeller chain? When they can pull up and see you worked with Hov, see your resume versus, and one time ESSO was giving me advice and I wasn't listening to it. Then when I found out his resume, I said, why you ain't tell me this? He said, I needed to know what type of nigga you are when you absorbing this advice. Are you a dick rider? Or you was somebody who's gonna learn and go along the way. So these artists, when they see him,
So which one were you?
Yeah, but
no, I'm stubborn. I'm stubborn.
Right.
It ain't because
Get
didn't listen.
to the point.
Okay.
Get to the point. Get to the point that
All right,
Mac
we
was
just
talking
leave it
about.
with
that.
So hold on. If you give the artist, you as yourself, know that you telling them the right thing, and they don't accept it, then you got to move on.
That's
That's cool.
And
That's cool.
that's it.
Right.
But why does it?
But should you ever
do you not
predict that they're not
recognize?
gonna
Why is
listen?
that? Why do you not recognize that that's what you got to do and then just move on?
Me personally?
Yeah,
I think it's
because
scorned.
I get.
I think artists.
I
I
get personally invested.
right.
I get personally invested.
Okay.
I believe in this kid.
Is that your success
in this
mechanism?
one. Say it again.
Is that your success mechanism?
Well,
to be
no.
successful?
Because if I was using cold hard logic, I'd leave them where they stood.
What you talking about is the entitlement that this generation feels as though that they deserve.
Because someone will look me in the face, and even in the presence of a young guru with a chain on, they'll say,
well, why does my chain have anything to do with? It's not the chain, it's the word.
No. They'll look at
But
me.
the chain is the symbolism of the
They'll
word.
look at me and
right.
say, "Yo, how long ago was that?" And that's Hov. That
No, it
don't
was
count.
yesterday.
They won't hear. They won't hear.
It was yesterday.
It was yesterday.
They won't hear that part.
Look at it, look in his eye. That's
They
a
won't
killer
hear
right
that
there.
part. No, because we look at it. I know.
It's hot for trapper turn smack rapper. Only smack rapper that you know is smack rappers. Got bars, I can hang with the backpackers. Trap star, I don't hang with the backpackers. I'm in the hood with the work you heard. Making fiends leave earth you heard. Got your baby mama thirst you heard. Feel the flow, nigga, throw it in reverse. This the wave you need to surf you heard.